just begin with, can you give us sort of just a background on why you started boxing?
Yeah, so first got into boxing because my granddad was into like all the old tapes, so like Rocky Marciano, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, all like the old legends and stuff. So he took me to the boxing gym, and I actually didn't like it at first because of how hard it was, how hard the sessions were, because they were brutal. They were, because if you know all my boxers out there, like when you first start boxing, your shoulders and everything, you feel it. But yeah, I just didn't like it at first. Honestly, I don't know what it was, but something just clicked, and I just enjoyed it, and I just kept going again and again and again. And yeah, like the rest is history. Like I started at like it was a little club in Prestatyn where I live. Just a little. It was unlicensed. It was amateur gym, but it was unlicensed at the time, so I couldn't fight. So I told the coach that I was like, "Oh, I want to fight," and he was like, "Well, you got to get fit then." And I was like, "Yeah, fair enough." So went there for a few months, and he eventually took me to Rill, where I had 5 fights with them. But yeah, I had my first sparring session down there. I was really nervous for that, and then yeah, just kept. I eventually ended up joining Rill after that because then they were licensed. I get fights with them then. But yeah, I had my first fight at 11 in Llandudno Junction. First fight there, and then yeah, just fought a few. I've only actually had 4 club shows since then, yeah, because then COVID hit then, so it was like, so that was like my schoolboy, so where I should have got most of my experience like club level, but after COVID, went into a tournament in Cardiff, a little box cup, and I won that. I had 2 fights, semi-final and a final, won both unanimous, and I got picked up by the Welsh team then, where I eventually got a trial, and then eventually got onto the development, and from the rest, it's just been international fights from there.
Wow.
So a lot of people have said I've come a long way in a very short period of time just because of this international experience. And I feel like that's what's developed me quicker rather than the club level. I've just gone up from there, to be honest.
Yeah, that's crazy because obviously most people have like 15, club show fights on their own show, other people's shows, and then they start to break in nationals and then international. So you've just went straight at it, like.
Yeah, straight into the international. Yeah, I think it was just from there, national champions from England, Scotland, and then eventually like Spain and different countries abroad.
Can you actually then talk to me a wee bit about sort of your first international fight? Like you said, it was only your 7th fight.
Yeah, my first international fight was against the England national champion in 2022. I remember it was a home fight in Cardiff, and he was built like that. He was tall as anything. So back then I was really just like rough and tough, just non-stop going at him, not really thinking behind, but I just roughed him up, and I got the win. It was a hell of a fight. I think I lost the first round, came back strong in the second and won the third round quite clearly. But yeah, just winning my first international fight, my first international debut was just a great feeling, and just from there, just getting the experience of Wales, couldn't be any more thankful for him.
What does it mean to you now being on the Welsh team, and also the first time you sort of, you get your vest? What did it feel like?
Oh, yeah, it was something else. Just first getting that, it was red kit at the time, I remember. Getting the red kit on, it just felt right. It felt nice, because my club kit is black, so it was nice just how seeing the red Wales on the back. It was just like a lot of pride to represent my country, especially because at the start of the international, we all get in the ring and the national anthem plays. So it was just like, it felt a lot just to be able to sing my national anthem and just represent my country.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Just talk to us a wee bit about COVID. Obviously, myself and a lot of boxers going through COVID, they were at a senior sort of level, but yourself, you were schoolboy. So what was that like? Was there any training getting done? And then do you think that's maybe stunted yourself and other boys your same age development?
Yeah, I feel like when COVID stopped, I think I had 5 fights at the time. I was on a good run, and then it just stopped out of nowhere. Because just before COVID, I recently joined my new club now, which is Llandudno. I moved gyms because like the sparring wasn't the greatest, and I had to step up that level. But yeah, moved to Llandudno, where I'm happy now. And then just when I got there, then it stopped because I didn't really have time to develop with the club then. But lockdown hit. I just trained. That's all I did. I'd get up, train. I'd be doing like 20, 30 rounds on the bag just outside because there was simply just nothing else to do. So it was kind of good in a way because I came back from lockdown, I was fit as anything, and that's still not left me. Obviously, it's my best attribute. Like, it's still not left me now, and just coming back after lockdown to fighting and stuff, had the nerves. The nerves were quite bad, but I remember like saying like, if lockdown didn't happen, I'd be getting experience, and it would have been easier to come back.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I was still coming towards my second, my second year of schoolboys. It was just finished as a schoolboy, so I've still had 2 years as a junior, which is good. Now my first year youth, going on to my second next year, so I've got plenty more experience to get.
Yeah, playtime. It's crazy. You're only youth. It's
Yeah.
crazy. You know, 'cause, to be honest, I thought you were senior. I know now it's a bit different. It's like the under-19s, under-22s.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's better for development.
crazy.
Yeah, so it's quite good because a lot of boys are saying their growth was stunted during COVID, but I think it sort of separated the ones with the good mindsets versus the
Yeah.
lazy ones, you know, because a lot of boys just sat at home and done nothing, so they were pushed back. But the likes of yourself, you just trained all the way through it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like I remember being at home and like I'm meant to be doing online learning, like online classes and that. I'd end up joining the class and just staying in the chat and just going out for a run or something. Because honestly, I couldn't think of anything worse than being at home doing work.
So would you just turn the camera off?
Yeah, turned the camera off and just went. For all I know, they were asking where I am, and I just was gone.
Yeah, sort of just explain what your style's like, how you sort of like to impose yourself in a fight.
Yeah, so I think if you were to ask anyone, they'd know me as a very fit boxer. I box at a very high pace. Like I say, a few years ago, just recently, it's been like my fitness there, my boxing there. But now I've been really working really hard to get it even. You know what I mean? So that's gone with. I've done less of the fitness now, so it's probably a bit, you know what I mean, changes now. I think of it like a game I do. Like, you know, when you're playing Fight Night and then like you're training, like your power up and then your speed goes down and it's like that. So I think of it like, I'd say I'm a come forward fighter, but just working on just controlled pressure now, not rushing in, which I haven't been doing for a while. But yeah, just working really hard on them boxing skills, and I feel like I can box different ways. I can box on the back foot too. But yeah, just come forward mainly. But yeah, just strong, fit, and I like to just work my opponents down.
I've seen that in your fights. Like it was the Burchell fight and a few others I've seen, and you're non-stop. Like, I was getting tired watching the fight. Like, do you think that will serve you good, having like a good engine when you go professional? Obviously, it's the longer rounds. You think it will suit you?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I've ever lost a third round. Like all my fights have gone to decision. I don't think I've ever lost a third round. Like all my international fights, because this year has been like a good learning year. You see, because I fought kids who are, because the youth level has got the biggest like maturity age gap, I'd say. So fighting all these second year youths, and it's like maybe first round I'll lose, second half of the second round I'll come back stronger, third I'll always win. So yeah, definitely in the pro game, the 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds. Just I remind myself like Galal Yafai, how he comes forward, works his opponents down. I feel like it will suit me so much more. Yeah.
Fantasy fight. So you're in your prime, you're a professional boxer, and you can fight any boxer from any time period, any venue, any world title. Who is it? Why? How does the fight go?
Oh, that's a good question. It's gotta be Floyd Mayweather, no? It's gotta be Mayweather. You're getting the money. Just I think I've watched that much Mayweather. I probably know every move he's gonna do.
Fair.
But no, I did get a good payday, fight in front of millions of fans at the MGM Grand. Yeah, it's got to be Mayweather, 100%.
Yeah,
He's still doing exhibitions. You never know. I might be able to fight him when I'm older.
That's it. You know what? He was out in Dubai fighting a YouTuber not that long ago. So
exactly, yeah. So you never know.
Yeah, you never know with Floyd. If I was to write down exactly what's going to happen, just for the youth to the end of your amateur career, what ideally do you want to happen step by step?
Yeah, so I've just got onto the full-time Welsh elite team. So training down them usually Mondays, Thursday each week. So we're looking to we're training towards the 2026 Commonwealth Games, you see. So that's the main goal. However, I've got, the likes of Owain ahead of me, top quality boxer, another top quality boxer, Axel, both 60 kilo, both class lads. Whoever, if I was to go, I'd be first year senior.
Okay.
So it's a big ask, but all I can say is if I give it my all, no stones unturned. You know what I mean? I won't be questioning myself, what if? But probably more likely working towards 2030 Commonwealth Games be the goal for me. Just realistically, just want to do as much as I want to do in the amateur, as much as I can do. Take any fight anyone. Just have a good resume around me, which I already do. And just keep giving my all. That's all I can do.
So Team GB, is that an aspiration for yourself?
Yeah, definitely Team GB. I've been up there once for training, for sparring, and the facility's unreal. It's honestly dream come true, you see like Anthony Joshua and all these Olympians training there, and when you're actually there, you feel the part. It's great. It's a great environment.
I've been once, and the history, the second you walk in, you feel it, don't you?
See all the Olympians and the walls and stuff. It's class. It's great. It is.
And you know what? They've got a top-notch setup. Like, it's been a bit up and down recently, but Team GB is one of the best in the world. They're up there with Russia, Ukraine, and then you've got the psychologists, you've got the nutritionalists. Yeah. It's a full-time job.
Definitely. Like, you go in, it's just like just the little things that just play in your head. You walk out the door and this could be you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the first thing you see when you walk in, last thing you see when you go out. Or there's a timer. There's the same thing in the Welsh national team gym. Timer, like how long till the Commonwealth Games, or like how long till the Olympics. It's just like all these little things just stick in your head when you're training. Like, you're on the bags, you have a little look when you're on your break, you'll see that, and it'll give you that boost.
Extra motivation. What it's like when you travel.
My first international trip, I was lucky for this one. We went to Benidorm in a 5-star hotel. So my expectations were high for all these next tournaments. Yeah, so like, I'll say my first international tournament, we got there, settled with the bags and stuff. A lot of travel. See, I'm from North Wales, so I've got to travel 4 or 5 hours to Cardiff. And then probably we had to go from London 2-3 hours from Cardiff to London. A flight, maybe 4 hours. So it's a lot of travelling. It does drain you, but definitely all worth it. But yeah, like Benidorm set the standard. I think after that, it was the Junior Europeans last year in Romania. But yeah, the food wasn't the greatest, I can't lie. It's a very dull place, but you got to appreciate where you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, but you go there, it's like you got to do shakeouts to keep the weight down. You constantly, the scales in the gym, the scales in the hotel, so you've got constantly up and down the stairs, checking your weight, seeing all the other teams that had of experience, like Ukraine, Azerbaijan, just all them countries. But territorial between us and England, you know what? I most of the lads on the English team, they're all sound. I get along with them all. And they were all there for the same thing, aren't we? So just respect around. We spar most of them anyway.
Yeah.
Like we do a lot of training together, like multi-sparring camps between England, Scotland, all them stuff. So mostly it's all respect. But yeah, like I've been to, where have I been now? I've been to Spain, Romania twice, Lithuania, America, Hungary. Been to Hungary. I think that's it. Belfast too. So I've been all over now, and just all these trips take so much experience away. Just traveling, being away from home. It's just, and the support back home too is just everything. Just all comes together.
So just talking a wee bit about the sort of Southpaw socks, what you think of them?
Yeah, so I think I first saw the Southpaw socks. I think on Owen's story. I think he was at GB, and I saw him wearing them. I was like, oh, it's boxing socks. I've never seen boxing socks anywhere, because you see like running, cycling, you see all these socks, and you get like, I did have an old pair of blue ones, and I think they were just normal training socks. Yeah, they were all right, but like, you know what I mean? When you're wearing normal socks in a boot, your feet are slipping sometimes.
Yeah, it's like that.
Just like, exactly, yeah. And like you're wearing running socks for boxing, it just doesn't feel right. But like now, when I saw them, I ordered a pair. And then, yeah, especially the red and blue, it goes well with your kit, especially the international kit. And now with these black and whites too, I can feel like I match it. I like to have my kit all matching, I do. So like I'll have white boots with my white socks, or sometimes I'll have the black, because I got black boots too, black boots with the black socks. But yeah, it's like you feel the part and you just feel like you perform better in them, especially with the grip. And yeah, they're ideal, I think, especially when you're going abroad and stuff, because you just want to look the part and it just all comes together.
Perfect. So with the socks yourself, do you feel like there has been any sort of benefits with your performance since you've started wearing them?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, because I used to wear, like when I was a junior, I used to wear socks like, all the way up to my knees. So I don't know why, it was just a little phase I went through. But like, even I feel like, if you're watching my fights, you can see I'm slipping a bit sometimes, slipping in the boots. And I think I was at that weird age when the boot didn't fit me properly either. And I feel like with these Southpaw socks now, I've had none of that. I've had none of that with, I think my foot perfectly fits in the boot. And yeah, I don't have any slipping. I'd feel perfect in it. It's good too, because like when you're planting your feet also, planting your foot stays there then. It's not slipping and twisting about. But yeah, I definitely feel the benefits from the Southpaw socks.
Perfect. Do you feel like they're comfortable to wear as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't like to wear them like all the way up. I like to roll them just above my boot. Honestly, it's ideal. Perfect.
Perfect. All right. So for yourself, go to the Olympics, hopefully get a medal. What do you want to do as a professional? If you could sort of, again, write it down, what is the ultimate career for Alfie Lewis?
Yeah, obviously, I want to make like the biggest. Like I want to make the biggest name for myself in the amateurs, which I feel like I'm doing well at the minute. Just trying to get that, and especially social media, because nowadays social media is so important, and you need to do it. You need to do it so often, especially now, because end of the day, they're the people who are going to buy your tickets. So yeah, I feel like I want to make the biggest name for myself in the amateurs. I want to get the biggest recognition possible. Like Taylor Bevan, for example, Commonwealth Games silver medalist, and he's just signed with Eddie Hearn. Mm-hmm. Like just something like that, sign with a good promoter. And then I want to just want to be one of the best Welsh boxers to ever come out of Wales. That's simply, I want to win world titles. I want to honestly just go as far as I possibly can. And then when I'm done with it all, I can sit there and just say, oh, I gave it my all. There's nothing more I could have done. I don't want to be sitting there, oh, if this, if that. I worked as hard as possible from a young age, and I keep striving to be the best person I can be.
So talking a wee bit there, you said as long as you work hard, like something I've noticed, you're an absolute workhorse. You know, you're driving all the way down for the training. You know, your mum and dad clearly in great shape as well. And they're working you hard, especially your dad. You know, I'm always speaking to him. So can you actually just talk us through a Monday to Sunday day in the life of Alfie Lewis, the training?
Yeah, so say when I'm at home, Monday to Sunday, I'm in college Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So on a Monday, I'll do run in the morning maybe. But at the minute, because from the World Championships, I've learned that I need to be not walking around at my weight. I need to be a bit heavier. So now I'm doing less running, more strength conditioning, trying to get stronger now. So now I'm sitting around 63, something like that. So I've got something to lose now. So my schedule at the minute is like S&C once a day, and then I'll do sparring later on in the night on the Monday. Tuesday, I'll probably go for a run. So it's usually at least 2 sessions a day. Running in the morning, sparring at night at the gym. Wednesday, like today, I had school this morning, and then I've got S&C later on after this. Thursday, run, sparring. Friday, S&C. Probably do tech work in between. And then Saturday, I have a nice rest day, which I've just recently started to learn to do, because I used to struggle to rest, but now I enjoy it. Sunday is just boxing work, 2 boxing sessions, tech work, pad work, stuff like that. And then Cardiff, I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning down here, get a train, 4 hours to get to Cardiff for like 9ish. And then we go straight into S&C and then sparring later on. And then it's 3 sessions a day, Monday to Thursday, come home for the weekend. And yeah, usually that same each week.
So yeah, you are becoming sort of an inspirational role. One, is that something that you feel pressure with, or is it something that you thrive in? And then after that, is there any messages for boys who are just starting boxing and you want to get a bit serious but really don't know how to do it or what to do?
Yeah, I see it as, it motivates me, to be honest, because it's like when I was that age, I used to look up to people like that. Like I used to look up to the Croft, the Croft twins and Owen Harris and all them boxers who are doing well now, and just being like, I want to be in their shoes one day. So I know what it's like to be in them shoes, looking up to someone. So I just try always give the best advice I can, and just say just enjoy the journey, because like in the blink of an eye, I was from club level as a kid, just aspiring to be like that. I just worked hard on the blink of an eye. I'm here. So I mean, it's easy to forget like how far you've come, because you focus so much on where you want to be. But you just got to appreciate every moment and just enjoy the process, trust the process, and enjoy the journey.
That's it, yeah. I get that. People are obviously chasing goals that they don't realise how far they've come or what's happening right now in the success.
Exactly. What's I saying was like, you stress so much about the future, you forget you're in the middle of what you used to pray for, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it is crazy. Like, just been to the World Championships, like, it's a huge achievement. I'm just proud of what I've done.
Yeah, perfect. So, just some quick, funny questions, and we'll finish up, mate. Let you get on with your day, let you get to training. So, yeah, any funny stories, something that's happened, I don't know, international trip, training camp, because obviously you're around a lot of boys. If you can't think of any funny stories, just tell me someone who's a character and talk a bit about it.
Oh, I might get in trouble if I say something.
If it's too bad, we won't include it, don't worry.
I'll just say, like, in the Europeans, when all that was done, I was with my two good mates, Troy Hayer and Kai Powell. We was on the water slides and stuff, just chilling, and they were just like pushing each other into the pool and all that. And then we got an Uber back, and there was just like this Romanian guy, and Kai, my mate, was just singing in his ear, and he was just creasing. And just stuff like that, like you sometimes when you're at these tournaments, you forget to enjoy it. It's easy to be like, just shut yourself in your room and just be like, oh, I'm fighting. You know what I mean? But all these big countries, it's easier said than done. But because I've been there, like especially for my first tournament, I didn't leave my room. But yeah, just like plenty of funny trips with all the lads. Like, I honestly, there's too many funny times I can't name them.
Who would you say has pushed you the most in terms of actually sparring? Because we know fighting doesn't come around a lot. Sparring is where you're getting most of the groundwork in. So who's pushed you the most? Who's the one you've been in the trenches with and done the wars with?
Well, recently he's on the Welsh team too. Just won bronze at the World Championships. Mikey O'Sullivan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and him have hella spars like down in the camp. Honestly, like in the trenches, just me and him, just going at it. We do 4 rounds down there, so just 4 rounds of absolute, just brutal. But who I've been sparring with recently too is Axel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just great learning from him. He's a class boxer and literally just what I need. Tall, awkward, rangy. Just I learn a lot from him. Like sometimes I get out there and I'm like, bloody hell. But it's what you need sometimes. You need them spars where you feel like you've been beat, but it's the best way to learn, isn't it?
That's it. Like there's no, what's it to say? There's no growth in comfortability. You're never going to grow up being comfortable.
Especially down here, because there's not many people to spar down here who are like, not trying to be like that guy, but on the international level. But and a person down here, tall, awkward Southpaw, Keegan Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I fought him 2 years ago in the Welsh final. Hell of a fight. Yeah, I won on a split, but yeah, we still spar now. We're good teammates now, and yeah, just that's sparring is quality. Just awkward Southpaw, check hooks. You know the style. Just one of them. Yeah, hell of a boxer.
So, has there ever been a time, as they say, you either win in a fight or you learn? You're never actually losing. So, is there anything either during a fight or most likely after a fight you've came out the ring and you've learned something there? You've went, oh shit, you know what, that is class.
Just my last fight, really. Like the World Championships, obviously not what I wanted. It really hurt because I put a lot of effort into that. Gave it my all the traveling, just put a lot into that, and it was just like, yeah, like after I lost there, I was really down. But I've learned that I need to not walk around on my fighting weight. I need to get stronger because I'm probably a bit of a small 60 kilo. So I need to get a bit stockier, just be able to stand there with the boys a bit more. Because I felt like in that fight sometimes I was honestly giving my all into shots. I was doing the right things, blocking and countering, I felt like my punches weren't doing more. I was neglecting power for more work rate. But I've learnt now. And 2 years, he was 2 years older. Just I've got a whole other year of youth to settle in now, and yeah, I know what adjustments I need to make.
Just speaking lastly about America, obviously being on the world stage, it's obviously gave you the taste that you want more. You know, obviously not the result you would have wanted, but what was it like going to America? Because a lot of people back home, America is the place to be. You know, so what was that like, just getting to travel there and then fight there as well?
Honestly, it was mad. It was literally like, because it was Halloween that time too. Because it was literally like the films. Like, they take it so serious. Like, you're just walking down the street. It's like all the accents. You see all like the restaurants, like Chick-fil-A, all like the American candy. But yeah, like the big food portions too. It's just, everything was crazy. And seeing the level of the world stage, it just motivated me, because that's where I want to get to. That's what the standard I want to be boxing at. And just seeing like the Americans, the different styles, Americans with the Philly shells. You got the Indians, who are just, it's hard then, either tough and rugged or just like nice and flashy.
Yeah, it's like work rate and long sort of limbs. And
yeah. Got like Ukrainians, who they're always good, like Lomachenko. Just like all the different styles and just like how different countries box, you can see it. It's literally like you see in the pro game.
Yeah, sick. So sort of, have you ever fought a Ukrainian, Russian, anybody like that?
I think I fought Ukraine 3 times actually.
Okay.
I won all 3, and they all like. My first one that I fought was a tall, rangy one. He had like a simple, just Soviet style, nice and side on. Second one I fought was in Germany, and I think I've actually fought 2. Yeah, I fought 2 Ukrainians. Second one I fought was in Germany. I stopped them in the 3rd round. He was all good too. He had that side on style, so I was trying to land the backhand, but just blocking it with his arms. It was weird. Lost the 1st round, and then I adjusted. Then won the 2nd and 3rd, and stopped them. Yeah. Awesome. But I'll say the best country I fought has got to be Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
He just recently won the World Championships at the weight above in the AIBA ones. Just recently won. I think he had 6 fights in the tournament, and he dominated everyone. But I lost him on a 3-2 split on the count back. So yeah, I know. You look at that and you just, it's annoying, but it shows the level that I can be boxing on.
Exactly. Anything you want to speak about? Anybody you want to thank, or anything you want to get in there?
Yeah, I just want to thank Welsh Boxing, just like always, just for all the opportunities and everything they've done, with all the training advice. I can be where I am without them. Same with Llandudno, just constantly giving me their support and everything. I want to thank my parents just for having a big influence on me, and the way you can see it, it's just the lifestyle we live in it. Just thank you for everything they do. My family, just all my support back home, friends, family, sponsors. Couldn't do it without them all. Yeah, so I definitely recommend Southpaw socks, especially now that it's getting a bigger brand, and definitely you're getting a lot of boxers signed now, aren't you? Yeah. So especially with the red and blue, just goes perfectly with the kit. It'll make, it's true, look good, feel good. The black and white too, and there's especially like, it's just ideal if you're in the ring. Just, it's nice because you see all these running socks, cycling socks, all these stuff, but it's never truly been a boxing sock, and I feel like Southpaw is the one. Like, I think of boxing socks, Southpaw's the name. So especially these Southpaw socks, if you want to improve your game and enhance your game, then definitely would recommend to anyone. I'm very happy to sign with Southpaw, just trying to get as many, and just appreciate all the support you do for me, and just all everything you've done. How long has Southpaw been a thing now then? Because I only saw it this year.
12 months this week.
Bloody hell. So it's come a long way, hasn't it?
You know what? I started it and there was like no followers, no nothing. It was just like, you know what, I'm going to see what happens. And obviously I was still working full time. I've got another business as well. So now I'm doing 12 to 15 hours every day, and it's, what was the major thing that started getting people in then? Never really happened, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then I think Owen, to be honest, he wore them a lot. He liked them a lot, and he got us a sort of lot of footage and fight clips. And then for some reason, just the Welsh boys jumped on. You know, like to yourself, I spoke to yourself, and Orlando and the Croft twins were wearing them, and it just started going from there. Do you want to talk a wee bit just sort of about your sponsors, not ourselves, like whoever's been sponsoring you from the start? Just kind of get them in, mention them, so they'll be happy with it.
Yeah, so I'm sponsored by Caravan for Sales, which is Caravan Sales North Wales, which is Ryan Parry. He helps out a lot with just like costs and funds and travelling. Honestly, just very, very supportive. I got Kevco Construction, who also helps out with equipment and funding again. I got Saints, who let me use their facilities for free. Saints, the fitness gym, so I can go there whenever I want, use the sauna, anything like that. Got Peak Physique and Warrior Fitness back at home, my parents' business.
Okay.
So obviously, I couldn't be more thankful for my parents and my family. They honestly deal with a lot with this boxing. It's probably more them than me that it affects. Got LO19 Barbers, just keep me fresh for free. That's good. I got Holistic Retreat treatments, which is like sports massages. Like when I've had a tough week in tough week in Cardiff. Just sorts me right out and I feel brand new. And yeah, just like the support back home, like my friends, my family. Absolute travel. Yeah, like absolute travel, picking me up to and from the airport. So obviously, like I've been to Germany too. Forgot that. you forget you do. Yeah, so absolute travel. Yeah, so like on the way back from Germany, we had no way of getting home, so they drove all the way from here to Manchester, picked us up, and we came back. But yeah, like, and for example, like if my parents aren't home, especially for the build up to the World Championships, he was picking me up from home and taking me to the boxing gym after I got back from Cardiff, just get that bit of extra work in. But yeah, just all the support is great, and it really does help. Like you can't do it on your own, so it all pays off and it all comes together.